Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dicey Dungeons. Let's play The Witch will build a better spellbook. Yeah. I'm gonna just skip all this. Oh, no. Spellbook kinda sucks. I find this to be difficult, but let's give it a shot. Fight the frog. The thing about the witch that is really annoying is that you only ever get 3 dice unless you have the Hall of Mirrors out. So it's kind of unfortunate. But we will kill the frog on the next turn at least. Well, actually, maybe not with the shield. No, I mean, I guess we spent some dice to get some dice out there. We should be fine. So we'll spend 1 on the spend 1 on Cauldron. You know, it didn't matter, I think. I keep forgetting you spend 1 on Cauldron. Your other 2 dice can't both use the Cauldron. It's not an upgraded spell slot. So Magic Missile requires an even. Let's put this on a 3. So it requires an odd to cast. Does that make sense? I don't know, maybe. But we gotta get another spell out there, so let's get another spell out there. Now, do we want to prepare Magic Missile? I think we do, because we're relatively likely to get an even, and if we don't get an even, a 1 will allow us to get a Cauldron, and a 3 will allow us to get another Magic Missile. That's my thinking. Okay, so 1 is a Cauldron. 1 is a Cauldron. Alright, you know what? We're gonna get another Magic Missile out there. Wish we could have done any damage, but that's okay. Magician is shielded, not bad. There we go. Much better. Now, Electric Shock, do damage and shock, or Ice Shard, do damage and freeze. Last time we went full electric build. Let's get Ice so that we have something to do with odds and evens. And we'll put this one on a 4. So if we get a 3, we can make a Magic Missile which requires evens, and if we get an even with a 4, we can make an Ice Shard which requires odds. Let's go for it. Magic Shield requires an odd. I probably am not going to use this that often. Let's put this in the 6th slot because it's an even. We'll try to alternate the evens and odds whenever possible. Whether or not that's a good value, I have no idea. Oh no! So we can make an Ice Shard, and then we can freeze his dice and do 5 damage. Freezing him gives him 5 damage and freezes 2 dice. It's actually not that bad. We can always put out a Cauldron to reroll a dice. But a 1 is something that we can use to activate the Ice Shard anyways. Roll 3 extra dice. If we need it, we'll do it. I guess we're gonna need it, because we're not doing as much. We're not killing him on this turn, basically. So Ice Shard is good. Reroll. Give me another Cauldron. Reroll. Give me another Cauldron. You might as well reroll the 5. Why does he sound like Yoda? That was not that bad. We're gonna take another 5. There's healing around, we can go get it. I hate that he freezes so many dice is the thing. He sounds like Yoda. Alright, we can heal up. We also get more equipment. What is this? This is Hall of Mirrors. I think we're gonna put this on 5. And I think we're gonna replace, you know what? No, it's not shock, it's just do 5 damage. Okay, let's get the Ice Shard out there, because I would like to low roll Stereo Head a little bit here. I will heal up. He sounds like he enjoys taking damage. Oh yes, hit me harder. Do damage, weaken enemy. I don't really mind that too much, but let's Ice Shard. and get a couple of magic missiles out, I think. We're not doing anything else with the dice, so... And we will get 2 weakened, but we only take 2 damage, and he's not going to weaken all of my equipment. Needs a 6. Well, honestly... I could put out a magic shield, but I think I just want a magic missile. And then like get another ice shard out so that I can do more damage with the other dice. And then it gives him more things to hit with the weaken. So we'll have more opportunities to use our dice effectively. Like right here. We can ice shard. Ice shard. And we could magic missile, but let's just throw the dice. He's not gonna kill us, and we will make it to full health. Not a problem. Upgraded or prepared? Let's go upgraded. And let's see what the upgraded spells we have do. Cauldron can have 2 uses. Infliction does 1 extra damage. Magic Missile does 7 damage instead of 5. Ice Shard can use any dice. Hall of Mirrors can take an even. Magic Shield gives you 4 block instead of 3. We definitely want to Magic Mirrors the upgraded slot at some point, but I still like having the Ice Shard out. To be able to freeze the enemy feels like it's pretty good. Magic Dagger, you can just dump dice into it if you have no other option. Could be good with like a Hall of Mirrors build. Nudge, dice value -1. I understand the value of this because you can turn a even into an odd or an odd into an even. Magic Key could also be used in a similar context, but it's not guaranteed. An odd will turn into an odd and an even, but an even could turn into 2 odds or 2 evens. Kind of like the idea of a magic dagger, just being able to put that on infliction instead of infliction. Instead of it doing 2 damage, or instead of it doing 3 damage, it's 2 damage reusable. And then if we have a lot of Hall of Mirrors dice available, we can just dump them all into the magic dagger. It might be slow damage, but it would be consistent damage. And then with the extra dice, you can always put in like an ice shard and do more damage with the extra dice. I kind of like that. Kind of like that. It's a slightly better infliction, I think. And we might want to now get a Hall of Mirrors out on turn 1. Sorry, not Hall of... Yeah, Hall of Mirrors out on turn 1 so we can use it, but I don't know. Also didn't look at what magic daggers did upgraded, which was unfortunate, but let's roll, because this is the beginning of combat. Let's... You know, honestly, let's do that. Let's put magic dagger on the upgraded slot. It does 3 damage per dice, so if we have nothing else to do with the dice, we can just dump it into magic dagger. Good enough. We do want the cauldron. We want to try to find a 5. A 4 also works. Put that there. Do a couple of damage with the 2 dice that we had. Blinded dice, huh? I really like this. But I guess we need Hall of Mirrors out in order to be able to get more dice from it, right? Yeah. Three is a magic missile, which is an even. So give me the magic missile here. And I'll do 5 damage. I would like to do double freeze if at all possible. It's 3, 5, 1. Not quite working out as well as I had intended. It's just so hard with 3 dice. But I do like having an ice shard out immediately. It's very worthwhile. And also the marshmallow should be weak to fire, I think. Weak to ice? No. I guess he's both ice and fire. Weird. Okay, how about this? Give me extra dice. Freeze him. We'll slow play it. If I can freeze him, the only thing he's doing is freezing me and doing 1 damage every turn. So I would like to get another ice shard out. We've done it. And we can't do anything with it, but next turn we can freeze 2 of his dice. Okay, odd. Get more dice. Get a cauldron out. Reroll it. Get a magic dagger. This is the build I want, I think. Freezing the enemy dice, and then getting more dice, and then just dumping all of the dice into magic dagger. Don't have enough for lethal, so we have to do it like this, I think. I mean, for this enemy, this tactic definitely works. We do have our crystal ball ready, don't need to use it. Like it. As long as we have some apples on occasion, we should be able to stay pretty high on health. So, see what we get. Silver Cauldron, do damage and get an odd dice. Does work well with the Ice Shard. Interesting. So you can guarantee yourself a play on an Ice Shard with a Silver Cauldron. Bandage, heal 1 reusable. And actually, a Magic Dagger, Hall of Mirrors Bandage would also work, because you can gain a lot of dice and then heal up at the end of a fight, but I don't know. This build is gonna die to the Timekeeper. Vacuum sucks my HP, doesn't it? We want to change our Nate spell. We can't put something in the upgraded slot, which is very unfortunate. But do we want like a cauldron? A silver cauldron? Get a guaranteed odd dice. You can make another cauldron, magic missile, or Hall of Mirrors. No, I think you want to get Ice Shard out there. So I kind of like having the Ice Shard out there. Yeah. Maybe on the next fight we'd prefer a magic missile. But I'm looking at the silver cauldron and I'm tempted. But I'm gonna ignore it for now, because I don't understand it. I don't understand really how I would use that effectively. I think what I will do is get more dice. Honestly. That seems pretty good. I mean, we did turn a 6 into a 1. Unfortunately, that was not good enough. Alright. We're going to odd you, shield out. Can't do anything with the other 6, but that's okay. So at most, if we freeze 2 of his dice, he could still do like... How much damage? He could still roll 3 6s, so it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. But let us get a cauldron out. Not silver cauldron. Although if it was silver cauldron, we would guarantee ourselves an odd, and I don't know, maybe it would work. Five, 3, 3. I don't think we need another Ice Shard out there, and I don't really know what to do with the 4 and the 6 right now. I guess you just want a Magic Dagger. We should have rolled first, because I think we would have had lethal on that turn. No, we wouldn't have. Wait, oh, poison gets through the block, but sucking your HP does not get through the block. Gotcha. I don't know what I was thinking, hahaha. Full health, duplicated dice, or doppel dice to double dice value. Double dice to double dice value. Duplicate to duplicate a dice. What do you think the upgrade of double dice is? Max of 6, so you can duplicate like a 6, or you can turn a 5 into a 10. Duplicating a dice is nice. On ice, alright. I think I might take duplicate, and then if we get an odd, we can just make more odds. If we get evens, we can just make more evens. It's a minimum of 4, but it's gonna get to a minimum of 8. Or sorry, it's a minimum of 4, but we can probably upgrade it to a 6. Preview upgrade. I can't preview the upgrade of this spell, which is unfortunate. What about instead of a shield? Yeah, let's replace shield with duplicate and then look at the upgrade of it. Yeah, any dice, it'll duplicate it. We could start with this. So on turn 1 you have 4 dice. I could see that being useful, actually. Having more dice on turn 1. If the enemy rolls blank, that dice is locked. I don't know if this works with the, with freezing. So I'm probably not going to take it. Magic Spear is interesting, but Magic Spear does require 2 dice to put out there. But with Duplicate, you can get a Magic Spear out early. And it is better than a Magic Missile. And it does require 6s unless you put it on an upgrade slot. It'll require evens if you put it on an upgrade slot, but an even to do 10 damage, actually pretty good. What would we put on the upgrade slot? Hall of Mirrors? Let's fight the Yeti. Okay. So we could duplicate... No, we can't duplicate anything. We can duplicate a 4. Which is still good, because then you can Ice Shard... No, wait, Hall of Mirrors here. Ice Shard here. This isn't really what I wanted. But you know what we can do? Duplicate 4, get another Ice Shard, get another die. Sure. You know, weird turn, did no damage. At least he rolled 6s. Freezes all dice, does damage, freezes a dice. We're gonna get a lot of frozen dice, I feel. Okay, we want to duplicate a 3. Min 4. We could totally have duplicated the 5 or the 6. Oh. I understand. I thought it was max 4. No, it's min 4. Well, in that case, duplicate the 4 in order to maybe get a magic missile out. Whereas does 5 damage on an even. We'll do 2, 4, 1, throw a dice. I like when he gets evens, but I'm kind of just rolling on luck now. For that anyways. Keep giving me +1 dice. Keep doing damage. Honestly, let's replace the Ice Shard with a Magic Missile. I feel like rolling evens is better on this fight than rolling odds. So he's gonna freeze all my dice, which is very unfortunate. He also did a lot of damage, but we have extra dice. Good, they were not affected. So we could Cauldron. I think we should Cauldron. Reroll these ones. We've got a 4 and a 3. Well, we can do a 4 and a 4, and then a 3, and then we can just throw a dice. Not bad, not bad. Heal up. Did I miss this equipment? No, I just didn't take the equipment. I remember now. Bandage, no. Silver Cauldron. No, because sometimes we're going to want to be using Magic Missile on some fights. And we're going to need evens. Magic Spear. Very tempted. Like, very tempted. You know, Counterspell is an interesting one. If you play Duplicate, Hall of Mirrors, get a lot of dice, then you can lock every one of the enemy's dice eventually in a long enough combat, because you're going to be rolling a lot of dice, I think. But I'm thinking Magic Spear. Put it on the upgraded slot, an even to do 10 damage. Versus an even to get 7 damage with Magic Missile. But Magic Missile's easier to play because it's only 1 dice. Whatever, get me out of here. I'm overthinking things. Let me fight the bird. Bird's pretty easy. I want to win this one because I want to get past the witch. So duplicate. We could duplicate a duplicate. Considering we have nothing else to do, I suppose we'll duplicate duplicates. And at least now we can duplicate a 2. Whoops. Duplicate 6. We'll Magic Dagger this spot. For at least doing 9 damage and getting multiple duplicates out, that's actually, it doesn't feel that bad. Silenced, what does that mean? Oh, we just can't use our ult? We still have a book? Right, we still got... No, we can't use the book. Oh, Lord, that is bad. That is very bad. I mean, we can still do 4 damage on that turn, but he rolled very well. Okay, we're silenced and weakened again, so we can't create spells or throw dice. That is horrifying. Like, I need to be able to actually get spells out. So I'm thinking, duplicate all these 6s, and then we can at least use 2 of them to break silence. Then, we need to get Ice Shard out, but we also need odds, which we don't have. We should get Ice Shard out. Let's get that out right now. And then, we have a Magic Dagger. We can just dump dice into it. I think we've got to start freezing him. He's only doing 1 damage this turn, at least. Freezing him means he will silence me more often, but if I have duplicates out, in theory I can get around it a little bit. We're not doing anything else in the turn. This is a tough fight, actually, for us. I should have gone and unlocked the heal first, because we're taking a lot of damage. And it's actually hard for us to hit him with only 3 dice. We really need Hall of Mirrors out, I'm realizing. We've got to get this Hall of Mirrors out so we get more dice. I can't even hit him on this turn unless I throw the 4. That's not the dice I wanted you to... Okay, you know, sure. Yeah, throw the... Oh, it didn't even hit the dodge. That's annoying. I thought the thrown dice would hit the dodge and then we could hit him with an attack, but that's not even how it functions. Oh no. We're gonna be lucky to live. He's got 1 dodge. We have a 4. Get the Ice Shard out. me an extra dice. Put a dagger there. At least freeze one of his dice. 3 and a 4, not that bad. Yeah, I should have focused a little bit more on dice early, I suppose. We might not live through the next combat, but I think we will live through this one. It doesn't really matter what we duplicate, just duplicate something. So we wanna get that. Freeze a couple of his dice. Do a little bit more damage. He's down to 1 HP. I wish we could have killed him on that turn. He's gonna do 1 more damage to us. And we'll BM kill him with the thrown dice, because why not? I wonder what order it chooses the dice to throw in. I really want to be able to choose it myself. Yeah, this is very scary now. Do 1 damage, get an even dice. I just don't see the need. I don't see the usefulness of it. Dude, man, the Keymaster is a pain in the butt. Hall of Mirrors, no. I'm gonna Ice Shard, because if we can keep him rolling a 1, we only take 3 damage a turn. But we have to kill this guy in 3 turns, otherwise we'll die ourselves. Because every one of his attacks does 3 damage, I think. Luckily, we did get an odd. But I think we have to kill him within 4 turns, because the lock 1, it's 3 damage and you get the die back. Yeah, so we have to kill him within 3 turns. Let's start getting more dice, because we're going to need them. We have Crystal Ball ready. We can heal after this combat. We can heal. Okay. We want to... If we duplicate the 5, that's 10 damage. That's probably worth it. We could duplicate the 5 again for another bit of damage. Let's do that. Put an Ice Shard here. 5, 5, 5. I could do another 5 with a magic missile. No, I can do 7 with a magic missile. And then we can throw a dice and kill him. All HP matters at this point, so I want to try to save as much as I can. That's extremely scary, though. I think we want to make sure we can freeze the Rhino Beetle, because he does a lot of damage with his Battle Axe. He also has, like, a charge. Yeah, do 5 damage, lock a dice. Scary. Very scary. I think we want to go Hall of Mirrors. If you had both gold and silver, you can control your dice. Yeah, but then they'd take up 2 spell slots. That might not be worth it. It's gonna take 6. Kathunk, kathunk. We have to do a lot of freezing on this turn, I feel like. Luckily, we have the limit break, so we should be fine. But we are gonna definitely duplicate in order to freeze the crap out of him. So freeze, freeze, Ice Shard, freeze. Give me a Cauldron reroll. It's not really what I wanted. Can't do anything with the Hall of Mirrors, unfortunately, so we're just gonna throw dice. Can only do 2 damage. And if we freeze 3 dice on this turn, he can only do 2 damage. Can we freeze 2 of his dice? Or can we freeze all 3 of his dice? I don't think we can freeze all of his dice. I can freeze 2 of them. You want to duplicate. Duplicate the 5. Hold on. Okay, we can do 10 damage with a 6 and a 5. You duplicate a dice, and then you dump it into Ice Shard. That's 10 damage. Then we can do 1 more damage and get a dice, and then see what it gives us. Let's do that right now. Magic Dagger is interesting, but I don't think we can get a kill with it. Unless we put it here, in which case it'll do 2 damage reusable. Yeah, no, we gotta look for a new dice, I think. I do like a duplicate, in fact. Let's duplicate the 5. And then let's... 4 gives another Ice Shard. But I'd have to duplicate a 5. Which I think we can do. Duplicate the 5. Ice Shard there. Do 5 damage, do 5 damage. He's only doing 2 damage on his turn. We have found the solution. We're gonna heal up to full, I think. Oh my god. Kill him. Ooh, man, the witch. I hate it. Let's go for a prepared spell slot this time. We need to get more spells out. And it's not going to be Cauldron. It's going to be a magic missile, I think, just so I can do damage if I have nothing else to do. Cauldron is interesting, but I really want to, like, try to get a Hall of Mirrors on the upgraded spell slot, but that's going to be tough. Lightning Bolt, Inferno, Blizzard. Freeze 1 dice. What do you think the upgrade is? I kind of like it, actually. We can't freeze many dice, but if we can duplicate dice, we can do a lot of damage and freeze dice, and if we freeze all dice, it's good. Dude, I'm tempted to try Blizzard. And then Blizzard Hall of Mirrors as my starting 2 spell slots. And then go really hard in a Hall of Mirrors. Actually, we could Blizzard duplicate. Upgrade is freeze too. Yeah, I kind of like it. In fact, I kind of really like it. We're gonna replace Ice Shard. And then, instead of Blizzard Magic Missile, we're gonna have Blizzard Duplicate. So we can always do damage with dice if we need to. We can duplicate to do additional damage, and we can save our other spell slots for other things. Let's give it a shot. Now, in order to freeze 2, we have to put it on an upgraded spot, but, you know, we can just do that if we roll a 4. So, duplicate the 5. We'll do damage. Decent amount of damage. Let's get a Magic Dagger out there, and just dump it. So we are going to take 7 damage and a burn, but we can get Crystal Ball, which I think we should definitely do. Now, I think you want to duplicate. Oh, this could be a really good turn. You duplicate the 6. And then let's get a Blizzard on the upgraded slot. Freeze 2 dice. Freeze more of his dice. Do more damage. We did a lot of damage. We froze all of his dice. He's doing 2 damage this turn. Seems good. It's kind of like damage mitigation with all of the freezing. Now this turn is horrible, but we could Cauldron. And now we have lethal with 7 damage. Good, good. Little risky, but it works. What are you? Restore HP, Slime Ball, add poison. Absolute 0, do 25 damage, freeze all dice. Okay, now I'm thinking, what if we just do an absolute 0, and instead of Blizzard, we strive to get as many dice as possible on every turn in order to get this active, because 25 damage freeze all dice seems really good. Let's heal. I'll heal for 8. Like, if you upgrade it, what does it do? If you don't freeze all of the enemy's dice every turn, is it still useful? Requires 2 dice to place it, but man, if you can freeze all dice every turn, like, because what I'm thinking is, what if we get rid of Magic Dagger, and then we can put that in the upgraded slot or in a not upgraded slot, and then just dump dice into it. You know what? I'm gonna learn in Absolute Zero, because it seems weird and funny. It might not be that good, but we're not really using Magic Dagger that much. Not as much as we would like, necessarily. So, duplicate a 6. Give me a Hall of Mirrors. I would like more dice. We'll do 7 damage, freeze 1. Kraken's very annoying, though. But if we can make him roll 1s, he can't do any attacks. So we should definitely freeze him as much as possible. This is a 5. This is a 4. I love that you can cheat. So we have a 5 and a 4. We want to... We want to dupe 5. Maybe put out a Blizzard. These are both 5s, right? So 5, 5. Maybe put out another Blizzard and get that started. And then give ourselves an extra dice and then just throw one. 3 2s. Oh, I hate it. But he's going for the blind. What a fool. I can cheat. A 4 and a 3. I mean, duplicating a 4 is good. Then we can dump those. Dump those. Give me an extra dice, throw a dice. We'll kill him on the next turn, and I don't think he's gonna kill us. He can't do any damage. Love it. I think we got a little bit lucky, though. But I'll accept a little bit of luck. Man, don't overwhelm me, bro. Don't even need to heal. We can save that. Okay. Okay, Paper Knight. I should look and see what the upgrade does on the Absolute Zero. You never know. 6, 4, and a 1. I think we would like to dupe the 6. Even, do 9 damage, lose 2 damage each use. If we can make you roll all 1s, we're gonna love it. So what we might actually want to do is get another Blizzard out. And in fact, we might want to get this on the upgraded slot so we can actually freeze 2 every turn. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Because if we can keep all of her dice 1, she can literally do nothing. She can lock us. But we can duplicate a dice that's not locked, and then maybe try to do some more damage back. The longer the fight takes, the better off we are. Except for this turn. But we can reroll, then dupe it. I'm very glad I got the Cauldron out. I am very glad I got the Cauldron out, and that is a good freeze. Oh, this is working very well. Oh, this is working very well. All we need to do is roll a 4, 5, or a 6, and we win. What can I say? I didn't think we would get out of the fight easily, but to get out of the fight taking no damage, good lord, that is pretty darn good. And again, Cowboy, he's another enemy who's really good to freeze. And we rolled very high. So I think we want to make sure we get the Blizzard on the upgrade slot, I'm realizing. Because it's too good a value. It is too good a value to pass up. We'll get a Magic Missile out in case we have an even. I'm realizing we don't need to freeze all dice if we just freeze enough. So give me a dupe. Might not kill him next turn depending on what we roll, but we're close. I think we got him. We got him. We took no damage on the Cowboy as well. Dude, freeze is OP. Upgrade or prepared? I'm gonna go probably prepared so I can have another spell slot out, but I gotta admit upgrade is also very tempting. I'm gonna go upgrade. Because then if we get a 5, we can just dump a Hollow Mirrors out early and start getting the ball rolling on getting more dice for the combat. Now what does Absolute Zero do? 30 damage, freeze all dice. It's not as good as I thought it was. Maybe we'll replace it with something. What's in the shop? Slime Ball? Eh. Alright, let's fight the boss. Which versus Drake. So we do have to put this somewhere. I guess we're gonna put it in Absolute Zero. Sure. Absolute Zero apparently just isn't gonna be used at all. Whatever. I didn't even realize you could fight Drake. It makes sense, it's equipment, but it goes into your spell. It's not a equipment, it's a spell. Okay. We're gonna start by duplicating the 6. We're gonna get a Cauldron out. Reroll the 1. Hall of Mirrors is exactly what I wanted. Now, I don't have to freeze his dice on this turn. So I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna do this. I want the extra dice. We need to freeze him eventually. We don't have to freeze him immediately. You know, us getting 3 poison and 3 blind does not matter. We can tell what the dice are. This is a 4. This is a 4. This is a 3. And then we have a 4. Okay, we want to... Actually, I think what we want to do is dupe a 4. Put a Blizzard here. 4, 4, 3. Give me a 4. Duplicate the 4. Is this the 3 up here? This is the 3. Give me a Magic Missile. We have enough dice now that we can do this. Freeze 2 of his dice. Keep getting more dice ourselves. He's not gaining that much HP. And we don't need to worry that much about when we do the wooden stake. We can wait on it for a little while. So give me more freeze on him. So I'm thinking more dice. 5, 3. 5, 3. Is that method of getting around blind dice intended mechanic? Probably not, but it's how I'm gonna do it. Limit break, oh absolutely, yes please. Give me more dice. We'll get the wooden stake out. Magic Missile was a mistake. Although, I guess if we have it, let's... Crap, I gotta put it somewhere, alright. Let's put it there. Keep doing damage to him. Get that wooden stake getting closer. Keep freezing all of his dice. We're gonna win, and I like that because then we can finally not play as the witch. I say finally, it's not like we've been playing as the witch for too long, but you know, which has been pretty tough. Had a hard time with her. We might not need Hall of Mirrors anymore. We could put the other Blizzard there, just to make sure we're just make sure that we're freezing enough dice, and by enough I mean all dice. We can dump the Blizzard in the top left now. Full release? Is Dicey Dungeons in early access? I thought it was out. See, now I gotta check. Version 1.1 is out. I think this is not an early access title. Yes, Dicey Dungeons is released. It's buggy as hell, but it is released technically. All right, we can do so much damage. I love it. In fact, I'm kind of thinking Hall of Mirrors. Let's keep duplicating our dice. Do some more damage. Keep you locked down. We are going to get blinded and poisoned. Oh no, blind! Like it even matters. In fact, it definitely does not matter, because even with the blind dice, we can just dump it in the wooden stake and kill Drake. We've done it. What a fight, you were amazing. Honestly, I just lost myself in the moment. Yeah, lost myself in trying to figure out how to build the spellbook. But yeah, Blizzard on the upgraded slot, definitely the way to go. And then just getting as many dice as you can in the fight. Take a little bit of damage early. Oh, episode 1, The Witch Way complete. Complete any 9 episodes for a challenge unlock. What is it? It's the vacuum. Reason for entering dungeons: wanted to stop the word suck from being used when something's bad. That I can get behind completely. Oh, so let's take a look at, to unlock this contestant, question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, well, I guess we're going to not do the next character. Okay, let's take a look at what the second episode is for the witch anyways. Give ourselves a little bit of a treat. Ugh. One spell slot contains a completely random spell each turn. That seems kind of bad, unless it means you gain a bonus prepared spell every turn, in which case you can basically get one free die a turn, at least to start a combat with, and that actually seems like it could be pretty good. But if it's a completely random spell, then it's not even anything in your spell book, it's just completely random. Interesting. In any case, witch complete. We'll have to cycle back around and start the Warrior episode 3 next time.